In our relentless pursuit of success, power, and wealth, we often find ourselves at a crossroads where the destination seems both familiar and unfulfilling. Picture this: an elderly gentleman in the twilight years of his life decided to plant a tree in his front yard. It wasn't just any tree, mind you, but a sturdy oak sapling that would one day grow into a magnificent shade tree. He knew he wouldn't live long enough to enjoy the shade it would cast. So why did he do it? Was it an impulsive decision or a well thought out plan? What was the secret behind his seemingly senseless act? You're about to find out. But before we dive into the story, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel. Your support means everything to us and motivates us to keep bringing you inspiring stories like this one. Let's go back to the roots of this enigmatic old man and his extraordinary deed. His name was Thomas, and he had lived an exemplary life filled with hard work and dedication. He had raised a family, built a successful business, and contributed significantly to his community. As he approached his golden years, he began to reflect on his life's journey and the kind of impact he had made on the world around him. Thomas realized that while he had achieved many material things, he also had a deep longing to leave behind a legacy, something that would extend beyond his own lifespan and touch the lives of future generations. This is when the idea of planting a tree took root in his mind. You might be wondering, why a tree? What made him choose this particular legacy? Well, trees are powerful symbols of life, growth, and endurance. They have the remarkable ability to not only withstand the test of time, but to thrive and flourish for decades, even centuries. The tree he planted was not just a sapling to him, it was a living testament to the enduring power of nature and a metaphor for the kind of impact he wanted to make on the world. By planting that tree, Thomas was essentially planting a seed of hope and sustainability for the future. His friends and family were curious about his motivations and couldn't understand why he would plant a tree he would never get to enjoy. So one day they gathered around him as he carefully dug the hole for the young oak. "Why are you doing this, Thomas?" one of his friends asked, puzzled by his decision. "I won't get to enjoy the shade it provides," Thomas replied, a twinkle in his eye. "So why do it?" his friend pressed, still confused. With a gentle smile, Thomas explained his reasoning. "Because one day someone else will," he said, gesturing to the endless blue sky above them. They didn't quite understand what he meant, but they respected his decision and helped him plant the tree. As the years passed and the tree grew, people in the neighborhood began to wonder who had planted it and why. Children would climb its branches and whisper secrets to its leaves, while adults would sit on its grassy knoll and reminisce about days gone by. The tree became a focal point of the community, a symbol of unity and continuity. Then one day, a young boy named Ethan moved in next door. Ethan was an inquisitive child with a thirst for adventure and a heart full of wonder. One afternoon, while playing in his backyard, Ethan stumbled upon the majestic oak tree. Its sprawling branches and lush canopy beckoned him closer, and he soon found himself sitting on its trunk, mesmerized by the rustling leaves. Driven by his insatiable curiosity, Ethan decided to dig a little deeper. He unearthed a weathered metal plate, and when he brushed off the dirt, he saw an inscription that read, "Planted with hope for the future." Intrigued, Ethan continued his investigation and soon discovered an old newspaper clipping that told the story of Thomas and his legacy. As he read about the selfless act of the elderly gentleman, Ethan felt a sense of pride and inspiration wash over him. He realized that he too could make a difference in the world. From that day forward, Ethan became the guardian of the oak tree. He watered it during droughts, shielded it from harmful insects, and climbed its branches to mend broken limbs. As the years went by, Ethan grew up under the shade of the oak, and the tree became a silent witness to his life. He studied, dreamed, and laughed under its branches, and the tree absorbed all of his joys and sorrows. It was as if the oak had a special connection with Ethan, understanding his emotions and offering him solace when he needed it the most. When Ethan was a teenager, he faced many challenges, from academic pressures to peer influences. But the oak tree stood as a constant reminder of his values and the importance of making a positive impact on the world. During particularly tough times, Ethan would seek refuge under the tree, talking to its gnarled bark as if it were an old friend. And somehow, when he did this, he always felt better. The tree seemed to have a calming effect on him, grounding him and giving him the strength to face his problems. As the seasons changed and the years flew by, Ethan blossomed into a responsible young man. Inspired by the legacy of Thomas, he became actively involved in environmental protection and community service. He organized tree planting drives, cleaned up local parks, and volunteered at animal shelters. Everywhere he went, he carried with him the lessons he had learned under the oak tree, such as kindness, perseverance, and the importance of leaving a positive mark on the world. One day, a group of developers approached Ethan's town with a proposal to build a shopping mall in the area. While the project promised economic benefits, it also threatened to destroy the beloved oak tree and the surrounding green space. Hearing this, Ethan felt a surge of determination. He rallied the townspeople, organized protests, and lobbied local officials, drawing upon the wisdom and resilience he had gained from the oak tree. The final decision came down to a vote, and as the fate of the tree hung in the balance, Ethan stepped forward. He shared stories about the tree's history, the positive impact it had on the community, and the lessons he had learned under its branches. His impassioned speech resonated with the townspeople, reminding them of the value of preserving nature and the importance of leaving a legacy for future generations. Moved by his words and the prospect of losing such a cherished landmark, the council voted in favor of preserving the oak tree and the surrounding parkland. From that day forward, Ethan became known throughout the region as a champion for the environment and a tireless advocate for his community. He continued to care for the oak tree as it continued to grow, providing shade and solace to countless people. Whenever Ethan sat under the tree, he thought about Thomas, the old man who had planted it. He wondered what Thomas would think of how the tree had grown and the legacy it had become. With a smile on his face, he imagined Thomas watching over them both, proud of the impact he had made on the world. Now, here's a question for you. What kind of legacy do you want to leave behind? Are you planting seeds of kindness, knowledge, or inspiration that will continue to grow and bear fruit long after you're gone? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. And hey, don't forget to hit that like button if you've enjoyed this heartwarming tale. Thank you for joining us on this journey and for being a part of our community. If you've been inspired by the story of Thomas and Ethan, we invite you to share it with your friends and family. Your support means the world to us, and together we can continue to spread positivity and kindness through these amazing stories.